video. I don't know. Sorry if I look and sound physically disgusting. I'm currently trying to get over, well, my allergies. Yeah, it's pretty nice. They've been attacking me since the start of this week, and now I look like, if you thought my eyes were small, guess what? Now they're smaller. Ahaha. I wanna die. But I guess now back to why you clicked on this video. So if you didn't already know, last week I was in Australia for my spring break. I posted like pictures and stuff on my main. I'll link it down in this, on my Instagram. I'll link it, not main. Well, yeah, I guess on my main Instagram, I'll link it down there. So you can go, or well, yeah. So you can just go check it out, I guess. I don't know. But since I didn't have any videos planned before that trip that I could post, thought might as well just talk about what happened in Australia, because that was a noise. Okay, so yeah, and this is just a disclaimer. This is no way of like bragging or anything, saying like, oh look, I did this, I'm so much better than all of you, ahaha. Like, no. I mean, this is like the technical second time I've ever been out of the country, so I mean, yeah, it's not like I do this every year or something. Like, yeah. So let's get on with the actual purpose of the video. Ahaha. So, yeah, from where I live, sorry, there was a car. From where I live, going, because there's no direct flights from where I live to where I was first going in Australia, which was Melbourne. I don't think I said that right, but it's okay. Like you had to, well, I mean, you were flying out to Auckland because that was the only real direct flight to anywhere in Australia that wasn't going to be like billions and billions of dollars, even though, I mean, Corona. But like, really the only, you had to basically fly out to get to Auckland. You had to fly out from either where I live or like Los Angeles, somewhere up there. I don't know where I'm pointing, but yeah. And so that flight, flying to Auckland was about like 14-15 hours, and then I had another flight that went from Auckland to Melbourne, which was like a little under 2 hours. So yeah, that's basically what I did on the first day. I left school, or well, not really left school, but I left on that Thursday, and I didn't go to school Friday because obviously, like, the time jump, it's a day, and like, I think at least Melbourne, I think, is a day and 17 hours ahead, and then, or maybe it's 15 hours ahead and Auckland is 17 hours ahead. I don't know, but it's like a huge time gap. So like, we left Thursday night here, but when we got there, it was like Saturday. So if that makes any sense. So yeah, it was just like a huge time jump, and like, I don't know, sleeping was a huge problem. Like, I was basically the only one who's actually like slept on the plane. Everyone, like, for a decent amount of time, I mean. Everyone else got like 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I got like a whole 7 hours of sleep. I was like, let's go, that's more sleep than I get normally. Haha. So yeah, but I guess like I previously said, our first stop was Melbourne. We got there Saturday their time, Friday our time. And like, yeah, we did a lot of cool things. Like we went to the zoo. Oh yeah, they have like a snow leopard like thing there, because they have like a thing like of like, obviously the zoo's split into like different sections, but they have one for like cats, and they had like this cool little like cat street thing before you went into the whole exhibit, and I was like, yes, don't know why I did this, but and like there was like a whole snow leopard exhibit. I don't want to say exhibit because that sounds weird, but like exhibit. And like so there were 2 snow leopards, right? And so one of them was out in like the enclosure. Is enclosure the right word? Probably is, I don't know. Yeah. But then the other one, like it had like babies, so it was in there, and the other one was like in the enclosure thing, and the one in the enclosure kept looking at me, and I was like, hello. No, legit, there were like photographer people there, like professional photographers, and they were literally like, hey, can you like shift this way so the snow leopard actually looks at the camera? And I was like, sure, dude. So we did that. I didn't actually get any pictures because they were only taking pictures of the snow leopard, and I'm not photogenic, so I wouldn't want pictures anyway. But like, that was pretty cool, and I had like a whole bonding moment, and I was like, ah. Because like, yeah, like animals are pretty cool. So like, yeah, like we did the zoo, or that sound, we went to the zoo. We were gonna go to the aquarium, but like, it's an aquarium. Like, I mean, yeah. Yeah, there were a lot of other things that we did. Like there were some like cool like little coffee shops that we went to. Like, pretty cool. Yeah. There was one place that we went to in our second stop, which was Sydney. There was one place where it was like, I forget what it was called, but it was like this, like outside area thing. And they had hot chocolate. It was literally the best hot chocolate ever. Like, when I say it was the best ever, I mean the best ever. Like, yeah, I mean, the only bad thing was like, one of the more bad things was that because of the time jump, because of that added like, I'm just gonna say 17, because I think that's what it was for one of the places. The added like 17 hours, along with being a day ahead of everyone, meant that when I woke up, it was 4 p.m. Where I was, or where, no, sorry, not where I was, where they were, and like, because this was before daylight savings time too. Like when it was, when it was 11 p.m. there, it was, like when it was 11 p.m. Melbourne time, it was 5 a.m. here. So the timing was a little bit bad, and like, I really only got to talk to my friends when it was like 11 p.m. their time, like 11 p.m. their time, 12 a.m. their time. Yeah. Also, we got to ride on a boat. There was like, cause like they had like the bridge and stuff, and there was like boat tours where you could go like under the bridge, and then like, this isn't really a boat, but you could like go under the bridge and then you could like come back and stuff, and it was like a real boat with like a whole like steering wheel. I think boats have steering wheels, but like a whole wheel, and there was like a whole crew, and they had like the masts and stuff. Like, it wasn't like a boat that used like an engine. It was like they actually used like the wind to carry them, and that's what I thought was like the best part of it all. Like, and they cooked food. They made us brownies. It was like really good brownies. And they made this other thing that was like, I forget what it was called, but it had like spinach and cheese in it, and it was like rolled up. And I had like 7 of those. Yeah, but it was really cool. And like we got to see like all like the harbor and everything. And like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm scared of water, so it wasn't the best thing for me, solely because like water is just not okay. But I mean, like, boats are still pretty cool. So if you just like look up at the sky and you don't look at the water and you're on this boat and you're just like, all right, cool. Yeah. I mean, the only bad thing was that like it was like the same thing because we went back and forth, or we went like forth. I can't English today, but that's okay. Cool. Yeah, but we went under the bridge, and then we circled back around and then went back under the bridge. I mean, it was good for photos and stuff, like, don't get me wrong on that, but like, it was kinda, we saw the same stuff over and over again, so, yeah. And I mean, boats take a while to like go zoom, like they don't go zoom without an engine, unless the wind is like really, really strong. They go like near, like all the engine boats were like passing us like back and forth. Engine boats, and boats with engines. You might notice that the camera placement changed, and by like the tiniest bit. Yeah, don't worry about that. Also, I rediscovered my love for peppermint tea. Like, yes. Like, cause usually, whenever I make tea here, I usually make like buttermint tea. I have a thing of peppermint tea, like a thing, because I use tea bags. I don't actually use like tea leaves. I used to do that, but then I was like too lazy. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting back into using like tea leaves and actually like straining the leaves and out of it. You get what I mean. But like, yeah. But like, because like some of the drinks are different over there. Like what you would think of lemonade is like what we would think of lemon lime soda. So like, yeah, basically the only drink, my voice cracked there, but that's alright. Basically the only drinks that I had over there was like, I got peppermint tea, I got Sprite, there was this like really cool lemon drink. I'll put it up here somewhere so you can see it if you know it. And then like, yeah, I got like peppermint tea, Sprite, the lemon drink, and hot chocolate. And like those were basically just like the 4 drinks that I lived off of for that week. And it was pretty cool. Yeah. Also, this is a completely unrelated note, and I don't even know if it's gonna happen because of Corona. But like, I'm going to, if they don't cancel it, like the venue and stuff, I'm going to BTS's concert for their comeback in Dallas. I will be there. So if you see me there, just like awkwardly wave at me. I'm just kidding. Like, if you see me there, like, come say hi and stuff, and like, yeah. But we don't know if it's canceled because Corona. Honestly, Corona isn't, or well, the whole social distancing of Corona isn't that bad because it's literally just introverts doing what they normally do. I mean, the only group of people that it's bad for is like extroverts, because they can't go out and talk to people anymore and stuff, and like, oh. But yeah, just please stay safe. Wash your hands every 20 minutes, or not 20 minutes, every 20 seconds, and use hand sanitizer. Yes, just stay safe. Don't really go outside and like with like other people, with like strangers and stuff, unless you like have to, if that makes any sense. But like, yeah, stay safe, stay healthy.